We just found a fucking pile of gold!
The story begins in a future that looks like a total wasteland. We see a drifter getting a ride from a crabby driver across a massive burning desert. Then suddenly, their truck breaks down in the middle of nowhere, and while they are trying to fix it, they stumble upon something incredible, a giant gold nugget stuck in the ground. Seeing it, they begin to celebrate the moment. To them, this is the day their lives changed forever. The gold is so huge that they can't even budge it. They try, but nothing works. Looking at it, this is most definitely the biggest gold nugget ever discovered. It's probably too deep in the ground, and for a fact, they might not be the first to find it. But if they become the first to get it out, they're filthy rich. Straight up, they both realize they need an excavator to get it out. With that, they decide that one person has to stay and guard the gold so nobody else steals it, while the other person drives back to civilization to get the excavator. Without hesitation, the driver decides he will be the one to go get the excavator while the drifter stays behind to guard the gold. After a thought, the drifter suggests something even better. They can go together and come back together. After all, they found the pile of gold together, right? But the driver thinks if they both go, they might not find the exact spot where the gold is buried, and for that reason, one has to stay. Hearing this, the drifter agrees to it.
I think I'll stay with the gold.
Sure?
I'm sure.
And so, the driver immediately gives him a satellite phone, a little bit of food, and some water, promising to be back in 4 or 5 days.
By the time I get back, we'll be rich as all hell!
As soon as the driver leaves, the real nightmare begins. The sun is absolutely brutal. Worse still, there's no shade. So, the drifter has to build a tiny shelter using scraps from an old crashed plane nearby. But because of the scorching sun, his skin starts to blister and peel. To make it even worse, his water starts running out way faster than he expected. He's extremely thirsty, and drinking more water is the only way to get through the heat. But he isn't just fighting the heat though. He is surrounded by a pack of wild dogs that watch him from a distance, waiting for him to get weak enough to eat. They come around often to try their luck, but he's strong enough to fight them off. Every night is a battle to keep his small fire going to scare them off. To make things worse, a mysterious scavenger woman wanders into his camp. She is suspicious and thinks he's hiding something. He tells her to go away, but she refuses, asking more and more questions. Terrified that she'll find the gold, the drifter kills her with a shovel and buries her deep inside the desert. Now, his mind is starting to snap from the guilt, the heat, and the greed. But the torment continues. Days turn into a week, and the driver still hasn't come back. A massive sandstorm hits, destroying the drifter's shelter and leaving him impaled by a tree branch. He is dying, but he refuses to leave the gold. With the gold as his only hope, he fights to stay alive. Then one day he finally gets a call on the satellite phone. It's the driver saying he's almost there, motivating him to not give up. But still, he's nowhere to be found. The drifter holds on to the hope that very soon the driver will be back with some food and water. But more days pass, and the drifter becomes too weak. With no food, no water, no shelter, he reaches his breaking point. Shortly after, he collapses right on top of the nugget he worked so hard to protect. Seeing his current state, the wild dogs finally close in. He tries to defend himself, but he's already too weak to fight back. With one attack after another, they finish him off, tearing him apart. Meanwhile, the driver was actually nearby the entire time. He had been watching from far away on a ridge with the excavator, waiting for the drifter to die, just so he wouldn't have to share the gold with anyone. Seeing that he's finally dead, the man drives down to the gold, ready to take the fortune for himself. But just as he reaches the nugget, an arrow flies out of nowhere and hits him right in the chest. In a matter of seconds, he drops down dead. Shortly after, a scavenger lady shows up. She's the sister of the woman the drifter killed earlier. Since she can't find her sister, she reckons that by now she's long dead and the drifter must have killed her because of the gold. With the driver and the drifter dead, she now has an excavator to budge the gold and take it all for herself. The movie ends with both men dying in an attempt to excavate the biggest gold nugget ever seen. This movie is the perfect example of why greed is dangerous. Both men thought they were being smart, but the gold was basically a trap. Now let's be honest. If you found a gold nugget that big in the desert, would you trust a stranger to go get help, or would you walk away and save your life instead? I mean, in this situation, what would you do? Drop your comments down below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more interesting stories like this one. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. The Entertainment Buff.